All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have breaking Jets news that just came out like 10, 15 minutes ago here. Adam Schefter of ESPN is reporting that the Jets are signing quarterback Josh Johnson, veteran quarterback Josh Johnson, I should say. 35 years old, 6'2", 215, 220 pounds. Josh Johnson, man, he has been around the league for a long time. A long time. He's kind of like that Josh McCown style of quarterback. I mean, he's played on countless teams: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Washington Football Team, Cleveland Browns, 49ers, Lions, Texans, who else? Raiders. And he's always been that backup style of role. This is a guy who has a really strong arm. He throws a really good football. I know he's never really been considered like the franchise guy or never really had a team built around him. But, man, you look at his arm strength, you look at what he's done in preseason throughout the years, he throws a really good football. Tight spiral. The ball comes out of Josh Johnson's hands really nicely. Dual threat, mobile, he can hurt you on the ground. I've always liked Josh Johnson. Again, I'm not saying, top 15 quarterback here or anything like that, but as a backup role, I do think it's interesting. Okay, now, quick little side note, he actually spent 2020 on the practice squad for or a portion of the year on the practice squad with the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, so it's interesting because he has some knowledge, some level of understanding about this San Francisco Kyle Shanahan, Mike LaFleur type of offense that will be ran in New York. Okay, so it's not like he's going to be walking in, blindfolded to a situation and having to, pick up this brand new offense on the fly. And then another point to make as well, we're still so early in the process, and I know there's been so much news, Zach Wilson and, all these draft picks and all these free agents and the, brand new coaching staff. It feels like the season is like tomorrow or like next weekend, but we literally have over a month before the start of the regular season. So Josh Johnson has more than enough time to get ready, to get comfortable. One thing I did find really interesting is we actually waived a linebacker, Brendan White. Okay, so it's interesting that the team did not go out and release a quarterback. So now we're looking at the QB room. We have four guys: Wilson, Morgan, White, and now Johnson. So it should be interesting. I want to see the best man win the backup quarterback spot. Also, I feel like from Mike LaFleur's standpoint, he's obviously a young offensive coordinator, first time doing this, first time calling plays, first time installing the offense by himself. How does the veteran quarterback respond to Mike LaFleur's coaching? Because up to this point, it's been nothing but young guys. Morgan, White, and Wilson are all extremely young. It's not like they've been around the league for 5-10 years, but Johnson has. Maybe Johnson will bring some knowledge to this quarterback room that, or maybe some insight that nobody has really talked about before. Nobody has really brought to the table. So I love the signing. I really do. I mean, I've been a big advocate for trying to bring a veteran quarterback into the fold here for quite some time, whether it was a Blake Bortles and Nick Foles. The point is, you want to bring in a veteran quarterback. I mean, yes, you have the one aspect of if Zach Wilson were to go down with a crazy injury. Think back to Darnold's second year when he got mono. Okay, like who prepares for your starting quarterback to miss an extended period of time because of an illness? Like it was such a curveball, just completely out of left field. Trevor Siemian comes in and gets hurt in the first game against the Cleveland Browns, and then Luke Falk comes in and we just look like a train wreck. We finished 7-9 that year, surprisingly, mind-blowing. As bad as we looked, we finished 7-9. If we had Darnold in there, if we had a solid backup quarterback at the helm while Darnold was gone, if we only would have won one game while Sam was, dealing with the illness, if we won 2 games, we could have been 8-8 or 9-7. Above 500. So it makes all the difference in the world. I'm a huge fan of the signing. Another last point I did want to make: XFL, completely different leagues here. You could think it's completely irrelevant to bring it up, but Josh Johnson lit it up, actually. Okay, 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he did it at an older age. It wasn't that long ago that the XFL was a thing. It's not like he was, 24 doing this. No, he was early 30s. So Josh Johnson, I still feel like can play, and I feel like in an emergency situation, he could come in and hold down the fort. I thought he looked okay in Washington when he was, forced to play, when Washington was dealing with a million quarterbacks. I think it was 2018. I could be wrong. I think it was 2018, the Washington football team. Josh Johnson looked pretty good. He looked decent. Not amazing. Not, some top 15 guy, top 20 guy, but he held down the fort for a little bit. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Josh Johnson to the New York Jets. We have a veteran guy. We have a veteran backup quarterback in the room. This is huge. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.